what are my chances of getting joint or full custody of my children? So custody is a common question. We get this one a lot. What's the chances of you getting full custody or joint custody of your kids? The chances are good under normal situation, normal circumstances kind of a thing. If you're living together, both parents are working, both parents are involved with raising the children and dealing with the day-to-day things with their children, you have just as much of a right to get shared custody as your spouse does, or in this case, if it's men, as you have just as much right as your wife does. There's nothing saying that women get custody and men don't. That's definitely not how the law is. So you look at the best interest of the child factors. There's these 12 factors they look at, but really what we're talking about is you're reaching from some kind of an agreement between the two of you. If you're looking for shared custody, you want joint custody of the children, then you need to be working towards doing that. Agreeing to have your wife or spouse get full custody and all you have is every other weekend, obviously then that's what you're going to get. Or not really pursuing that or making it known that you'd be willing to give in and your wife can just have full custody of the children. Most of the people that we meet with that ended up with only every other weekend and they don't have more time than that with their children, it's because they agreed to it. They might have felt bullied into it or pushed into it or like they didn't have a choice. It's not usually at a trial where a judge just says, yeah, wife gets 80% of the time with the kids and husband's only going to get 20% of the time. They don't usually do that. I mean, if both parents have the ability, as in the work schedule allows it, and they're involved in their kids' lives and they're active in their children's lives, and there's no concerns like, alcoholism or drug abuse or domestic violence or craziness like that, if those things aren't a factor, there should be some sort of shared custody. Why wouldn't there be? Somewhere between every other weekend and half the time is what anyone should reasonably be expecting, the way things are, the way divorce cases go today.